What's up guys, Enrique here with another video, and this time I have a bit of a confession to make. Went to the local music store to buy 2 MIDI cables. Walked out of that same store with 2 drum machines. Don't know how I did it, don't know how it happened, ain't really gonna ask any questions, but this is gonna be a tutorial on how to get started with the Pocket Operator Arcade. So let's head over to the desk and get into it. Alright guys, so you might be thinking that the Pocket Operator series looks a little intimidating, but to be completely honest, once you've learned one of them, you've pretty much learned them all. For example, I got myself the arcade and the rhythm. First I learned the rhythm, and then I moved on to the arcade and pretty much knew it just as well as I did the rhythm, with just a few feature tweaks and different things added to this one, and also things that were not here that are on the rhythm. And yeah, so they're all pretty much the same. So once you learn one, you're pretty much good on majority of all of them, besides a few little tweaks. So of course the first thing you want to learn is where the play button is to, of course, play your song or play some of the built-in patterns. And that, of course, is this one right here, labeled play. So you hit play, and you might be thinking, all right, the volume's a little low. How do I change the volume? You'll see up here, in this corner right here, the BPM button. The BPM button is going to change your volume. So holding that down and selecting one of these 16 buttons that are numbered, you can select the volume. So for example, right now my volume is at 7. I want to change that to 10. So watch this. Press play. Hold down BPM and press 10. There we go. That's a good volume right there. And as you'll notice is you have these 16 buttons that are numbered with these 3 up top and then these 4 along the side and the 2 knobs. The 3 on the top, the 4 on the side, and the 2 knobs are kind of like your sound editing and kind of main functions, with your 16 different options per function within those buttons, if that makes sense. So for example, you can change your patterns. So if I press play, hold down pattern, you can select a new pattern. Right? Let go of pattern, press it again, select a new one. So one thing to note is that the arcade comes with all the patterns completely filled. And if you want to start a blank one, it's kind of a pain to go through each pattern and clear that out. But there's a quicker way of doing that. The chord button, if you hold this down and hit pattern, the pattern is cleared. So check this out. Press play. There's nothing there. So that's a quick and easy way. Is just hold down chord and press pattern, and you can easily clear out the patterns of all the data information. Next, what you're going to want to do is, of course, select a sound. So pressing play again so it stops, you can hear a bunch of the different sounds, right? I want to select this kick drum. So to select it, you'll see that there's like a little checkerboard pattern. If I hold down sound and hit 2, you'll see that that checkerboard for a split second pops up on the screen. What that means is I've selected that sound. If I hit right, you'll see that the checkerboard is there. The right button, or record button, will show up in this bottom left corner, showing you that you're getting ready to record or enter in steps. So because I have the checkerboard or the kick drum selected, it means I can set down different steps in the 16-step sequence. So if I press play, you'll see the little red dot going across. That's showing me where I can place steps in the 16-step sequence. So if I do this and this, right, you can see where I put the steps. If I don't like that one, I can hit it again and it'll be gone, and play some more. Maybe one down here. So then I can hit right or record, and you'll see that that button goes away, or the icon, and now I can select a new sound. Maybe this one, the little helmet. Hold down sound, hit 4 to select that helmet. With the play enabled, I'm going to hit right and enter in some notes. So that's a really easy way to set up your sequence and get started. So hitting play, you might hear, okay, this is cool, but it might be a little too fast or too slow for your liking. So holding down the BPM, you can turn the B knob and change the BPM. You'll see it represented right there on the top right hand side. So let's go to like 110. Cool. Knob B, while holding down this, is your swing. So watch, no swing. Very static, or I can turn it up a little. You can kind of hear that things get shuffled around a little bit. Maybe a little less. Cool. So, alright, we got two sounds going. Let's find a clap, but let's find a different way to enter in the notes into the sequence. You can actually live record or play the notes in. So, let's find a sound. Maybe this one, right? So again, hold down sound, select that sound. Instead of hitting right or the record button first, I'm going to hit play first, and then hold down the right button and enter in some notes. So check this. And you'll see that it auto-quantizes or puts it perfectly in time for you within the 16-step sequence. So maybe I want to change the sound of the clap, maybe make it a little longer and deeper. Again, holding down sound and making sure you have that sound selected. If you hit the right button, it'll take you to the step sequence. And in here, you can hold down right and turn these knobs to change the sound up. And then once you do that, make sure you hold down the right button and let it go through full 16 steps to really lock it in. Cool, so we have a kick, a hi-hat, and our little clap or snare sound. Let's find something a little bit more melodic, making sure that the right record button is off, pressing play, find some sounds. Maybe this one here. I'm gonna just hold down right and hit a couple notes in. So again, sound, let's go ahead and select that, hitting right. Hold down the right button and change the shape up. So the cool thing about the pocket operator is when you're on something more melodic like this, it'll show you what note you're playing. And you can actually record your automation of you turning the knob. So as I'm holding record or the right button, I can turn the knob and change the notes around. Maybe you don't like that, hold down right and do it again. So with that power right there, adding more melodic sounds to the rhythm, we can find some more. Let's see what we got. Maybe this one, right? So play, hold down right. Let's go and select that sound, hit that, hold down right. That's kind of cool. Another awesome feature about the Pocket Operator Arcade is that you have these chords. So not only can you chain your patterns together, you can chain up to, I think it's 128 and maybe 256, but I'm going to say 128 just to be safe. Don't quote me on that. You can chain 128 patterns together to create basically a full song. You can also chain a ton of the chords together. And what the chords are basically allowing the notes and stuff that you enter and see on the screen to be in key with whatever chord you have currently selected. So if I press play and I select a different chord, holding down chord, I can go through one of the 16 chords. Right? You don't really hear any change. And that's because you got to turn the chord up. So all the notes right now are currently playing in key. So if I hold down the chord and turn knob A, I'm turning up the volume of the chord that's currently being held down. So holding down chord again, selecting a new one, holding down chord and turning knob B is the side chain or the pumping effect behind the kick drum. So the cool thing is I can chain chords together. I can say I want to go from here to here and this one twice. And then back. Maybe I just want to go from here to here to here to here. This thing is crazy. So just like that, you have a song ready to go. holding down play. So again, not only can you chain your chords, you can also chain your patterns, creating a long, forever evolving song. And doing weird polyrhythms like having your chords change every 3 bars, but have maybe 8 bars of patterns chained together, resulting in this weird kind of forever changing song. The cool thing about the patterns and the chords is you can put the same pattern to repeat right back, like back to back. So you can have 3 of the same pattern, then go into the one that has a little fill on it, and then it'll go back. So don't be afraid to hold down pattern, select multiple patterns of the same one a couple times, and then go into another one, but always try to keep it in like divisions of 4. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe don't try doing things with 4. Like, don't give yourself rules. It's music. Have fun. Do whatever you want. Chain 3 of them and 9 patterns. I don't know. It'll eventually meet up again. So forget what I said about making sure you do divisions of 4. Sure, it kind of makes sense in the right realms, but don't do it. Be weird. Have fun. Do stuff. Anyways, let's go through some of the effects, and some are more of like mute functions, a beat repeater, kind of scattery sound, but regardless, let's press play, turn our chord back up. Holding down effects, I can go through a couple. Oh, really quick, one of my favorite ones is the 16. Effects, and then hit 16. It's an arpeggiator that plays in key. So cool. 15. More like a gator. You'll see that some only last until the end of the bar, kind of helping you stay in time. Let's see what these are. These are more the filter effects. You have a high pass with an LFO on it. A high pass that's just static. Low pass LFO. Low pass that's static, basically cutting off the certain frequencies, turning that one off, hitting it again. Little solo functions. This one takes the kick drum out, that's kind of cool. That one's kind of cool too. Start pairing. Anyway, this thing's an ultimate time killer. You can use this literally anywhere. It literally fits in your pocket. Trust me, I've tried it, and my pockets aren't the biggest, so I'm sure it'll fit in yours too. But anyways, those are some of the main functions about the Pocket Operator series. With that, you have everything you need to really get a song fully going quickly and easily anywhere. It's battery powered. Super fun. I'm so glad I picked this up. I can't wait to get into the rhythm a little bit more, especially trying to sample this into a sampler like my MPCs. Yeah, this is a really cool series, and I'm glad I came across it. So, hope this video helps. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, leave them down in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you liked the video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up or a subscribe even. If you really hated this video and it was the worst thing you have ever seen in your entire life, please give it a thumbs down, even for me. So I would appreciate that as well, so I can, of course, better these videos for you guys. So again, thank you guys for checking this out. And as always, share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace.